Supreme.
Yo guys, what is up, and welcome back to another video on my channel. After playing Season 6 for almost a week, I can say that I am ready to make my tier list video. So today, we are doing my Apex Legends Season 6 tier list. My Season 5 one did amazing, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Now remember, this is all my opinion, so please do not get offended in the comments. I would love to hear your guys's in the comments down below instead. But without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Now, starting off with the D tier. These legends are not very good and need very big buffs for them to become relevant in the competitive scene. And the only legend in the D tier is Octane. I'm pretty sure we all knew that Octane was going to be here. He is hands down the worst legend in the game. He got a cool buff last season, which is cool, but it was definitely not enough to bump him any higher. Now don't get me wrong, Octane is so much fun to play, but when it comes to your team, he really has nothing to offer, and that's why he ranked so low. Now on to the C tier. These legends also need a buff, but not as much as the people in the D tier. These legends can be useful in some situations, but most of the time they are useless for your team. Now, starting off the C tier is Loba. Last season, I ranked Loba so high, but after playing with her for a while, I realized how garbage she actually is. Her ultimate lets her pull out only 2 items, and her bracelet glitches out a whole lot on World's Edge. She definitely needs a big buff. Maybe give her like 2 bracelets or something, I don't know. Give her more choices in her ultimate, but she definitely deserves to be here for right now. The next person in the C tier is Mirage. Just like Octane, Mirage is a very selfish legend. The only thing he has for his team is his invisible res, but with Lifeline's new resing ability, it's kind of useless. He got a rework last season, which definitely made him a better legend, but he still needs more buffs. Tricking enemies with his decoys is kind of hilarious, but he is not that good and competitive, and that's why he ranks so low. Now, on to the next tier, the tier where, if I remember correctly, I have the most amount of people. These legends are pretty good, and they need minor buffs to make them up par with, like, the best legends. Now, starting off the B tier is Bangalore. Bangalore has been a staple in Apex Legends since the game came out. She is considered by a lot of people to be the best starting legend. She is really good, but also really basic. Instead of having a cool power, her abilities are based on military tactics. There is nothing wrong with that, but it is kind of basic. She needs a few more tweaks, and then she will definitely be higher. The next person I have in the B tier is Rampart. Rampart is a new legend that was added in Apex Season 6. When she first came out, I thought she would be way too OP, but after about a week of playing with her and seeing other people play with her, I realized that she's actually not that good. Her tactical takes so long to put up, so if you don't think and put it up before a fight starts, you won't be able to get it up at all. Her machine gun is a beast, but there are not many situations where you can use that effectively. She is in really need of some buffs. The next person in the B tier is Wattson. Wattson used to be the best camper in all of Apex, but due to other legends getting buffed and Wattson getting a significant nerf, she has definitely lost that title. The nerf last season made her ultimate disappear every 60 seconds, which really sucks. And Caustic is too good compared to Wattson. She is definitely a part of her former glory, but she is still a good legend. The next person I have in the B tier is Lifeline. Lifeline is really good. She got an update last season where she can now res her teammates with her drone. I love that feature, and it is really clutch in some situations, but I really do miss her fast heals. Her new update bumped her up a little higher on my tier list, but without fast heals, she is the worst solo legend in the game. When you have a team, she is so much fun and so good to use, but if she doesn't have a team, then she isn't very good at all. And now, the final person in the B tier is Pathfinder. It really hurts to put Pathfinder this low, but he is just not as good anymore. The cooldown is way too long in his tactical, and it is super easy to get lasered off his zip. Now don't get me wrong, he is still a really good legend, and definitely deserves to be in the A tier. He can be really good if the person using him is good, but that cooldown time really hurt him. He got a slight buff this season, but I don't see that moving him up any higher. And that finishes off the B tier. Now moving on to the A tier. These legends are really good. They don't absolutely need buffs, but it would be great if they got a couple tweaks. The first person I have in the A tier is Crypto. I was really sad to see Crypto's EMP get nerfed this season, but it also made me happy when I saw the buffs he got. He can now use respawn beacons while in his drone, which is really good. He has always been a B tier legend for me, but after this buff, I feel like he deserves to be A tier. Imagine picking up the banner and then instantly respawning them. That is so cool, and I really like doing that. Now, the next person in the A tier is Bloodhound. Bloodhound got buff after buff after buff after buff, and now I finally think he is in the best place he could be. He is really good right now. When using his ultimate, he can scan enemies every 60 seconds. Yeah, you heard that right. Every 60 seconds. That is literally insane. Campers won't even be able to survive against him anymore. The final person I have in the A tier is Gibraltar. Gibby is really good right now. He is a fortified beast, and he has been like that for the past 3 seasons. He is just a tank that takes so much damage to get through. He has his dome, gun shield, and plus he's a fortified legend, meaning he takes less damage. I see many teams running a Gibraltar in ranked, and I can definitely see why they do. And that finishes off the A tier. Now moving on to the S tier. These legends are the best legends in the game, and they are must picks in competitive. And starting off this list, we have Rape. Rape is so good, and has always been really good. She is a lot of fun to use, and is easily a top 3 legend in ranked. She moved down a little bit due to the nerf she got last season, but she is still very good. Being able to take your team to another location without them getting shot is amazing. Her tactical also makes it so she can't get shot at. She is, and probably will always be, an S tier legend. Now the next legend in the S tier is Revenant. Revenant used to be trash, like really trash. But last season he got a series of buffs that made him so good. His totem now has no range, and that is really great. The nerf he got this season barely changes anything. Revenant made ranked way more fun and way more aggressive. You can push teams without being worried about dying. He definitely deserves this spot on the list. And now, for the best legend in the game, we have Caustic. Caustic is insane. His only counter is another Caustic. All other legends die to him so easily. He is in a great position and may even need a little nerf. His toxic gas traps are really good to trap up your house and get easy kills. This toxic trapper is easily the best legend in the game, and no one can contest it. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, or if you just want to support the channel, please like and subscribe down below. Anyways, until the next video, peace.